y'all don't really want it like that. Yeah. Here comes the, no. Here comes the, oh. Here comes the, y'all don't really want it like that. Yeah. Here comes the, no. Here comes the, oh. Here comes the, y'all don't really want it now.
What's up, everybody? Double Gaming here with latest and greatest videos, and today for you guys we have some more RCT3 video that I haven't brought out in a long time, and I think this is time to bring it out, you know, have a little bit of fun with it. Right now what we're doing is we're making a kitty coaster, and this coaster is gonna just be a lot of fun to make. It's gonna be enjoyable, hopefully. That's my goal, at least. So right now what we are doing is we're building this track together for the roller coaster, of course, and this track has a few ideas that I wanted to put in that I couldn't, so we kind of just go for the best that we can go for. So yeah, but right now we're doing, like, we're trying to think of a fun way to make this around, and we decide that the best thing to do is just go up like this, then go down, and, you know, we kind of just have a little bit of fun with it, you know. That's the best thing to have for this. And we decided to just be a little creative, just try to enjoy as much of this as we can. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of just guessed where most of this stuff would go. I kind of did a little more extra than I wanted to, but in the end it just makes the ride a lot longer and a lot more fun, so I don't think I did anything wrong, so there is that. So right now what we're doing is we are trying to get things to work better and be a little more fun, and the best thing about this is that fun is like the number one thing that you need in any sort of like ride. So the fun factor on this needs to be pretty high. So yeah. Anyways, as you can see, we're kind of just testing to see if all this works. Takes a little bit of time before we can get to work, of course, so we're just like putting everything up so it's ready. We have all of our ride set pieces out already for that. So yeah, that is what we're doing. We're watching these go by, see if they're like good. And we're like making sure all this fits and goes around perfectly smoothly and makes it to where it needs to be. And that's great, because as long as those are making it there, that's pretty amazing by itself. So right now what we're doing is we're just trying to finish up the rest of this ride, but add some more fun features to it. We are looping back around though to the ending of the ride, but we want to still have a little bit of fun with this while we're getting there. Right now, one of those being this fun little turn up here, as we know the roller coasters are going slow, so it's not like it's gonna really screw with the riders too much. Plus, it brings a little bit of jolting to it, which always is a little bit of fun when making things like this. So right now, what we are doing is we are trying to find a fun little set piece right here that could like finish up this ride with a little more fun. And we decide in the end that a helix would really do it. Because we're watching all this work, all these are kind of fitting in. I think that's great right there, that all these are going to make it up here and work. So our idea now is to put a little helix up here. And at first we decided to space out before we do the loop around, and realized that we really don't need to. So I'm just doing the loop around right here where it's closer up. And then we're going to bring it back down with one of those little slide feels. So yeah. And right now we're just finishing up the ride by putting a few brakes over here, but kind of spacing them out. In the end we will just like move these a little bit, and yeah, we're gonna wrap it back around and put the station things. And then I was putting in more, and that video got deleted. You'll see the aftermath of everything in a minute, but right now we are just trying to like get some of this fixed up, but it's gonna cut into the next part of the video very soon. Right now though, we are just putting in these little pieces right here for people to like go inside here and just like sit and not sit, but like just walk down so they can get to this fun attraction, and like that's fun and amazing on its own. So yay. We're just putting some of like this asphalt thing into like other things, and you know, it just kind of happens the way it happens. Right now we're making the queue though, and the queue's gonna wrap around some fun places, of course, and make everything just fit, you know, because you know that's number one thing in this world, you know, making things fit. So we're just kind of wrapping things around right now, and yeah, we're thinking, yeah, is that cool? No, that's not. So instead of like doing anything extra, we're just gonna wrap it back around here and then bring it out, and then yeah, It's gonna have its own kind of fun feel to everything, and that's always the best thing to have in any sort of meeting. So, yeah, right now we're just setting everything up over here, and like I said, it kind of just cut everything out. Now these fences we're not actually going to keep, we end up replacing them with something else, because you can see these fences don't look good on it. But what you can see right now is the building, or a little piece of the building over by the right. That is what we just built that got cut, and I was really bummed out it got cut. Right now we're using these little wooden things and bringing them down so we can add something in there, which I probably won't add in this episode, but we will soon put something good in there. And as you can see, we're putting in the right fencing that we're going to put in there, and we're going to replace the other side, which is going to take a little bit of time, of course. We're just going to, like, replace all that fencing. Then we're going to put in the good stuff. The things that are actually, like, it looks good on this pathway, and I like that. That's the #1 thing that we need to look for when doing that. And yeah, now we got our pathway down. And the next thing we're going to do is put in this little, like, water spot. Now, of course, this little turn is in the way, so we have to get rid of the turn, and then we're trying to put it down, and that doesn't fix itself ever, so we kind of just leave it like that. But we put a pretty steep hole down there, so we can just put that over there, and that looks good. So I think that's amazing. Yeah. Alright, so now what we're doing is replacing some trees down. These trees are probably one of the most important parts to this, so yeah. This tree kind of brings the scenery, but we're not just using trees, because trees in this game just cover up, like, a lot of things. I mean, they do in most games, but we're not going to overdo this, because we're also going to put some bushes and some rocks in there and try to mix everything up so it kind of feels like it's naturally put in there around this roller coaster instead of, like, forcibly putting trees there. So, yeah, we're just putting a bunch of bushes around here, trying to, like, cover this area with, like, more things. And yeah, with all that said, that's basically about it for this part of the video, because all we're doing now is we're just putting a bunch of rocks in different places, trying to make everything look a lot neater and nicer, and that's amazing. So yeah, that's basically all for that. But we do actually get rid of some of these trees, of course, because some of these trees are blocking a lot of good views, and, like, you know, that's not good when you have that. So we're getting rid of a lot of those, and a lot of, yeah, just, that's it, a lot of those. And now what we're doing, of course, is we're putting some flower beds in here. Now, instead of raising them up to put stuff in there, well, we're not going to really put anything in there. We're just going to leave them as flowers, like a little flower bed area. Now, over here is where we're having our walkway go by, so we can see, like, the awesome roller coaster that we have just made. But now we're going on to lighting. This is the last part of the video. So all we're doing right now is we're just lighting up the pathway, making it look nice and spiffy. So I will end it about here. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you like. If you have not already, make sure you subscribe. And comment what you want to see next. I'm always open to read any of the comments, whatever they are. I'm always glad to read them. But yeah, this is basically near the end of the video, so without further ado, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and this is Double O Gaming, signing off.